might not be familiar with is the novel. And the novel and the movie are vastly different. There is a real story in the novel that makes for great opera. In case you don't know The Shining, or in case you've forgotten, this is the story of Jack Torrance, who, because of economic reasons, accepts a job as the winter undertaker for a hotel called the Overlook, which is in way remote western Colorado. He brings his wife and his son Danny. His son Danny is psychic, which is where the title comes from. Of course, the rest of the story, he submits to a number of his demons in his life, including being abused by his father-in-law, which is something that you don't see in the movie. It's a very important, very key element of this story. While she does that, Jack remembers how his own father abused him during bedtime and beat his mother. And so you have something that's occurring on this side of the stage in the present day of the story, and then Jack reenacting a memory of his father, who will be played by Sidney. An opera, for me, needs to be about 2.5 hours. I don't like 4-hour operas, and I think when you have a story that is suspenseful, it's very important to really bring it down to something that will keep the audience going, keep the machine going. And my job as librettist, my job as librettist for this piece was first to capture the spirit of the story, Stephen King's story, which I happen to love the movie, but they are completely different animals. The second thing was to make it sing, to find ways to make it sing, to create moments that will make Paul write the most incredible music I've heard for a long time. And then finally, what was the finally? There was a good finally. Also create, in a sense, a story that would allow these really strong visual, technical technical world that Minnesota Opera is going to be creating for this opera. The final thing that I think is very important in approaching this opera and thinking about it and watching it is that it is the story of a man who wanted to do good. He just didn't choose the right place, didn't choose the right job. And he ended up in a situation that did everything it could to tear him apart. And it's a very, this is a story that does come from the heart. No one ever thinks of The Shining as being a story that comes from the heart. This is very much from the heart. We care about Jack. We don't just laugh at, in the movie, you see Jack Nicholson going, oh, he's going to murder his family. We don't care. It's not that. We're watching the beautiful austerity of the film, everything like that, but we don't really care about the outcome of the family, and sometimes we even giggle. In this opera, we care about Jack. We care about Wendy. We care about Danny. We care that they get rescued.